Hello friends I made this for. My name is Lauren and today I have for you my bathroom. It's fine, it's whatever. I'm not getting up and changing it. If you've never been here before, hi, hello. I like to talk about astrology, tarot, and sometimes toxic spirituality. So today it is a reading for the new moon in Pisces. Also, returning friends, hi, you look so good. Have you been drinking water and taking your medication? Because that is hot shit. New moon in Pisces, new moon, new day. If you saw my reading about Pisces season, my like just collective read on what is the like vibe of Pisces this season, this year, I'll try and link that at the end of this video as well. The sun shifted into Pisces on the 18th, 19th is the actual new moon. So let's get into it. And actually, before I do that, before I start pulling cards and doing that shit, just a reminder that if you like what I do and you want to support me, I do have a Patreon. I also have a shop. I have all sorts of good things. I'm an artist, art teacher, art ritual facilitator. And if you like that shit, if that's the shit you do like, links down below. I also want to get into the idea here. This is the new moon in Pisces, which is the dark time. That's when the moon and the sun are conjunct. They're like besties, and thus they are in the same sign. Every Pisces season will have a Pisces new moon, and with that we will also have a Virgo full moon, and of course I'll do a video on that baddie. But yeah, when I was pulling for Pisces season, there were a lot of positive cards. Positive because no cards are really positive or negative. They're more of just experiences, right? And with the moon and sun being in the same sign, this is like super Piscean energy. So Pisces, like I shared in my last video, is represented in the tarot as the moon. Pisces is the deepest water, and we're like in the deepest vibes when the moon is in the same sign as the sun. So this is like deep, deep, deep Piscean energy today, or whenever I'm putting this out, that Piscean energy that is going to be the dark moon. So here's something that I want to invite you to maybe do this season is pull out your moon card, do some meditating with it, make some art inspired by it, like use that energy to kind of like really support you in channeling and working with this energy, because Pisces can be really hard to like concisely say what it is. In my last video, I did mention that Piscean energy is kind of like the deepest depths of the ocean. And that's kind of why it can be really hard to navigate this energy, because this is like deep, deep, dark web world. What? Okay? So in this dark moon time, let's pull. What seeds are we planting in this deep, deep water? What intentions, what seeds are we planting in this deep, deep water? That could be intentions. That could be dreams. Let me see. Yeah. What are we planting in this dark moon? The Hierophant. So the Hierophant is the card for Taurus in the majors. Shiva! My cat. She's being too much. And this card comes to us as a reminder of our power to tap into what our spiritual truth is, our spiritual magic. You don't need the guru, you are the guru. You just need to trust yourself and listen intensely, right? So this is kind of what I take the Hierophant as. Of course, as always, your interpretation of these cards is just as valid as mine. So don't think that that's the only way. Sometimes this is a card that reminds us that we're giving our power away when it comes to our spiritual truth and our spiritual understanding. And maybe if that resonates with you, go with it. Trust your gut, because I'm going to say this. You can trust yourself. A lot of people try to take away our power when it comes to our belief systems and our ability to work with our knowing, right? You don't have to do that. You don't have to give power away. You don't have to look for it outside of yourself. We mostly just have to listen. Right, Mama? We have to listen. Listening is the best step. So the seeds we might be planting is like with this dark moon, and this makes a lot of sense to me, is connect with your spiritual understanding. A great way to do that is to pull out your cards, pull out books, pull out like all sorts of shit that makes you feel connected. Follow yourself intuitively. Don't overwhelm yourself with too many things. But in this dark moon, this might be an... I love her so much. This might be a great invitation to really honor your spiritual body, your spiritual understanding, and just connect in ways that feel authentic to your connection to spirit, God, the universe, like whatever that looks like for you, because all names are valid, right? Like your journey with tarot or journey in any spiritual realm is sacred, and no one should say otherwise. Because we're all here to do different spiritual journeys, and that's beautiful. So connect with that this dark moon. That's an invitation that's being brought forward here. Yes, Shiva, this is my spiritual guide. My chiropractor. Just kidding. Does anyone else watch or listen to Love and Light Confessionals? I fucking love that shit. Oh, this shit is the shit I love. What is a medicine card to help us tap into this invitation, this dark moon? What is a card that is really supporting us with this invitation? Medicine card of sorts. So this is actually a really great card for this, I think. This Swords card comes to us as a focus on your own shit. Stop looking around and trying to gather what everyone else got. Can I fucking help you? I love you. But this is a lot, Shiva. Like, this is a whole lot from you right now. Can I help you? She just loves so deeply. She's channeling. Oh my God. Does anyone else smell their cat and just feel like a total like weirdo? But yeah, I love it. I love her so much. Anyway, this card also reminds us that sometimes we're trying to do too much. We're trying to carry too much. We're trying to be too much to too many people. And I've heard this before, we're comparing. We're doing too much comparison. When we see the swords, that means our mental spaces are being kind of the thing we need to think about. Where's our mind at? Right? Like, where's your head at? Are you really like are you trying to do the journey, the spiritual journey, so that you can better yourself and feel more supported and at ease? Or are you doing the spiritual journey because you see other people doing it? Or you're doing it a certain way because you're seeing other people getting a lot out of that, and you're like, oh my God, I want to feel that. I want to know what that's like. Take a step back and just observe. Are you putting too much on your plate? Like, are you trying to do every fucking ritual under the sun for every moon? Are you trying to go to every circle? Are you trying to like learn every modality? Because you can only take in so much fucking shit, man. You can only do so much. And that's like the kind of the beauty of it. You have to slow down and do things at your own pace. I'm about to move you because if you start knocking shit over, that is a problem for me. I love you though. So that is a big thing with this card is, oh, I have makeup on my face, is that this card reminds us that if we are like, you know, one a word that comes up with this card is coveting. And to covet is to see and observe what you want, right? You covet what you see. What movie is that? I think it's not Red Dragon. It's another Hannibal Lecter movie, though. Oh no, it's Silence of the Lambs. We covet what we see. And so maybe some of what you need in order to slow down and listen to your spiritual self is turn off these videos. Turn off these videos, stop scrolling, stop following other people on Instagram and TikTok and trying to take in what everyone else is saying, and just like really sit with yourself in a good book. You know? Because when we are in Pisces season, we're also in this season of like the deepest water. So we might be getting ahead of ourselves by being like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to da-da-da-da-da. No, you don't. No, you fucking don't. Listen to your heart when he's calling for you. Like, seriously though, listen to your heart. This is my heart. I love her. I'm a psycho. Anyway, let's pull one more card. One more card for what is the lesson of this dark moon. What is the lesson of this dark moon? What is the lesson of this dark moon? Babes, yes. The hanged one, or the hanged man, the hanged person, the hanged woman in some cases, the hanged they love. It is about releasing control. So this is the card for Neptune, which is big Piscean energy, right? And this is all about relinquishing some of the control. We are the authority in our spiritual life, but that also means like we won't have it all figured out. We can't hold every sword. We gotta let some of that shit go. We won't know the answer to every question. We can't be looking up every fucking tarot video on YouTube and hope that it will answer everything for us. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what exactly is happening for you. And even if you were to like book me for a private reading, I would not be able to give you all the answers to yes or no questions. And that is because even though there are modalities in our lives that can help us make sense of shit, nothing will ever be able to say yes, do that, or no, do that. And that's kind of the beauty when we're on a spiritual journey and we're reflecting on our spirituality, we're connecting to God or source or whatever that might be, that connection is also relinquishing control. People don't say, Jesus, take the wheel because they have it figured out. They say it because they don't, and they don't want to try and carry it all. They don't want to try and control everything. They want to just be like, you know what? I can't do this alone. I can't do this as like the dictator of my reality. I have to relinquish control in order to allow myself to be present with the moment and allow myself to be open. The Hanged One is a reminder that we have to do the same. We have to sit back and go, okay, I don't have it figured out, and I never will. You know, in the sense that I will never know for sure whether everything I do is quote unquote the right thing, right? Because let's face it, we have to just listen and hope for the best. Even our belief system, having a faith system, is all about kind of suspending our disbelief. Yeah, we are not going to get everything figured out, nor should we. Nor should we. We can allow Spirit to work in our lives, God to work in our lives, the universe to work in our lives without having control. In fact, it will work better if we go along instead of get dragged. Oh my God. So allow yourself to be with that. Connect with yourself spiritually. You are your own guru. Remember that you don't have to hold on to everything. You don't have to have everything figured out. You don't need to be grasping at every modality in order to figure out what is right or what is wrong. Because guess what? We'll never know. We'll never know. Sometimes you gotta just, instead of trying to control it, let your cat crawl up on your fucking desk and be part of the video. Because sometimes her wisdom is more important than mine. And sometimes I need cat love. And all of that is about releasing control. Release control, babes. Piscean energy is here as a reminder that even if you don't have it all figured out, that's kind of the beauty of it. The beauty is we don't have it all figured out. There's something radically amazing about being okay with not knowing, you know? And that's tough. That's tough. That's a lot easier to say than to do. So this is not to be like, why are you holding on to all of this, babes? You shouldn't be holding on to so much. You shouldn't be trying so hard. Like, that's an unrealistic expectation to set for ourselves, but okay. What are you even doing, Shiva? Be alert, be aware, like this bitch. But also know that you don't gotta have it figured out. Little smooth brain baby. No thoughts. Just so aware and observant and present. So anyway, I hope that was supportive. As always, check out the links down below if you would like to connect with me more, whether that's on TikTok, Instagram. Every month I do art as ritual with my patrons over on Patreon. So if you're interested in doing some art as ritual, it's sliding scale. So pay what you choose from $2 to $10. You decide what makes sense for you. But with that said, my name is Lauren. Her name is Shiva. We love you. And until next time, bye-bye.